Hello folks, Sam Owens here. I got a product I think a lot of people are going to want. This is a Travel Man emergency car jump starter along with a tire inflator. We're going to look at this and I think this will do the bill. Let's open her up. Comes in a nice little storage case. There's the name up, and one thing you see right away is you get a nice little handle, and this is the control panel right here with a display screen, and you get your user manual, and this is a 3,000 amp jump starter. Wow. And it also has a 150 psi tire inflator on here. I would suggest reading this all the way through because there's a lot of good information in here. I'll try to cover most of the stuff in the video. Up in the right hand side is going to be a lot of supportive information that I'm going to share with you. Okay, right in here, right here is the tire inflator cord, and this is going to screw in to the unit, and this will attach to the serrator valve. That's that valve, tire valve that's on the side of the tire. And yes, this has to be charged, and right here is the charging cable. It seems like most products today do not come with the actual charger because most people have tons of chargers in their house. This is a type A to a type C connector. Charging port is over here on this side, and you pull this down and you're going to see a type A black, type A blue, and a class C. This is an input for this right here to charge. And this only is for charging. It is not an output power source. These two are outputs. Yes, this can be an emergency charger for that cell phone under emergency conditions. This could be a real saver in a situation of emergency. Then you would plug this in and then plug it into an AC. And it's going to come on, and if it needed a charge, these 4 bars are the charge or the level of the battery charge. All 4 of them on mean it's 100% charged. We got a little bag of accessories here, valves, because you can pump up basketballs, beach balls, air mattresses, anything that needs to be pumped up. There's a mode to pump it up. And right here, see, this is going to go into the end of this right here, and you'll be able to push this into a beach ball or whatever. Then we look in here and we see the granddaddy. This is the jumper cables. You recognize this right here. Red is for the positive terminal of your battery, and the black is for the negative terminal. The new cars today, you don't actually see the battery sometimes. They have a post with a red cap, and then close to it will be a ground terminal. On my Mini Cooper, which is a 2020, I'm going to show connecting this to a modern car the way you connect to it, and you won't see my battery, only those connection points. Right here is a controller. This is a smart controller, and there is an emergency button here that if you try to start this and it doesn't start, you can put a boost on, and that's this red button right here. And then you also have some displays here. We'll look at this when we go to the jump start procedure. Contents, always important. And then right here, product parts and function description. This is going to tell you a lot, the major operation. You can look at this and see what the buttons do with a brief description. Also, these are all of the icons that are going to appear on there and what they are. We're going to go over the controls of the Travel Man right now, and here's the display panel. Here are the controls. The first one is the power button, and it's got a symbol right here, and we're going to turn it on. It says press and hold for 2 seconds, and the light is going to come on right there along with the display. And then to turn the light off, press and hold 2 seconds more, and there. Now I can turn the light on again, 2 seconds, and then a quick press, and it goes to SOS, it goes to a strobe, and then it goes to red for emergency, like you can put out on the side of the road, and then it's a light again, and then one more, and it goes back around. So to turn it off at any time, 2 seconds. So that is the light operation from the power switch. Now, right here are the 4 bars showing that it's fully charged. If there were only 3, it would be 75% charged. Right here is a light that says out, and it's a little electric signal. What that is the 2 USB output ports are powered up when this is the case. If this screen isn't on, then you cannot use these power ports. It has to be on, so you have to turn it on. One is black, which is a 2.4 amp, and the blue is 3 amps. So, and that's 18 watts. So you get a lot more power out of the one on the blue indicator. Okay, now also right here it's set for PSI. If you hit the U button right here, it'll go to bar, and if you go to another time, it goes to KPA. So you have different levels of pressure monitoring. I am going to always, and kilograms. I'm going to use PSI because we're in the United States. Okay, and it's 0.0. If I plug this unit in to a tire, it will read what the tire pressure is. So that's it, and it's in the car mode right here. There is a mode switch, and we're going to get to it. That's the next one down. It says each press of the mode will change the icon. So from a tire, if I press the mode switch, which is right here, the mode is going to default to 38 PSI, and that's a little high for me, so we'll adjust it down. Right here is a bicycle, or a motorcycle rather, 36 PSI. In other words, if you hook this up, those are the default pressures that the machine will pump the tire up to and stop. So if that's not correct, you're going to use these plus and minus keys right here to change that default setting. That's what it amounts to. Okay, one more press, and we've got a bicycle, which is 60 PSI. One more, and a basketball, beach ball, whatever, is 8 PSI. And then we'll go back to car right there, which is a default of 36. That's too high for mine, so I'm going to press it again, 36, and I'm going to take it down. Whoop, I'm going to go down to 32. That's what I want. And it goes in half increments. So it will pump up to 32 and then shut off. So that's a little bit of operation of the tire pump. And we'll be demonstrating that in a little bit. Is the tire pump button. When I'm ready and got it plugged in, I hit this, and I'm gonna hit it so that you can hear the pump going. Yeah, you have to hold it and you got to click it off. Okay, so it's set to normally turn off. So let me hit it again. Hold it, and then hold it 2 seconds. Okay, a double click is how you could turn it off. I'm going to go to my front passenger tire, and we're going to check the pressure, and we're going to see the tire pump in operation. Before we do, look at this. When you're pumping up for a long time, this can get hot, the cord, so be careful of that. Right here on this side, on the left side near the light, is the place you attach the tire pump hose, and you want to tighten it up, and this is a nice grippy knob that will give you a good tightening, and tighten it till it stops right there. That's a good pressure. All right, now let's go. Oh, one thing, this will automatically turn off in about 30 to 45 seconds, so don't worry about that. Okay folks, we're under the hood of my 2020 Mini Cooper, and right here is the positive battery connection point. The battery is located way underneath here. A lot of batteries are like this, you can't see them. Right here is a ground terminal. That's connected to the battery also. So between these two, that's my battery connection. So you look for that on your car, and you're probably going to see one of these positive red caps, and it'll be just kind of secured in there like that. And then close to it is going to be one of these. All right, now this is the front of the unit, and here is the back of the unit, the handle. And when you look on the back, this is where the battery jump starter is, and you pull this off, and there's a plug, and it's blue. You pull this cover off, there's a cover right here, and it's attached, so you just do that. And right here, it's a flat side and a round side. When you look at this, it'll only go one way. These are all covered, so they're not going to touch and short out. So you plug this in, and as soon as you do, you're going to get a blue light. When you get a blue light, that's going to be what you're looking for. Any kind of red light is going to be a problem. Now what you do is connect these. Connect the positive first, like this, and you squeeze this, and then just put it right on the metal connection, right like that. And then this connection will go on to the ground, like right here. If you get them, you should get a green light. If you get these backwards, then you're going to get a red light, or RC is going to come up on there, and it's charging up, and within 30 seconds you should try to start your vehicle by pushing the start button. Now I'm not going to start it because my battery is fully charged. I'm going to show you what a fully charged battery voltage is with a meter. This is a digital volt ohm meter. This is the off position that should normally be stored. And then this is DC voltage. That up there is AC voltage, the household 120 volts. This is 12 volts you would measure here. Okay, and I'm going to pull the little thing here so that you can actually watch. And I'm going to put the red terminal, I'm going to touch it to the positive, and I'm going to touch this to the negative. I have a 12.77 volts sitting here. Now, that is a totally charged battery. If it's like 9 volts, like you went into the grocery store, left your lights on, and it's down to 9 volts, you're probably only going to hear clicking sounds. and it will not start, or it may go and if that's the case, chances are this little device will start that type of a situation. If you read 0 when you do this, then there's probably a very small chance that you'll be able to start it. So this does not need a jump start with a battery voltage of that. Even if it's 11 volts, 11.3 or 4, it will probably, the vehicle will start without needing to jump start. It's when it gets down to 9 and 10 volts that you're going to need a jump start. This will help you when you have a problem, if you have a volt-ohm meter with you, or someone does, to help you decide whether this is going to help or not. Once you're finished starting the car, then you can disconnect these one at a time, and then you can take this over and then unplug this. I'm going to unplug it now, and I'm going to protect this terminal from getting damaged by putting the little cover over it. This is the tire we're going to check, and the screen went off when I was moving over, like I said. And here is the valve cover, and you take that off. Now lay this where you're going to be able to find it later. So I'm going to put it right here near the bottom of the tire, and then what we're going to do is put this onto the valve, and what you're going to do is put it around, have this part up like this. It could be down like this in storage. Pull it up, then quickly push it down, and then attach it. Now we need to turn this on, and here's the power button. 32.5 psi, and the psi is up there, 32 really. So you let it settle down, and I have the correct pressure there. But just to show the operation, I'm going to set it at 33 pounds, and we're going to see what happens. Okay, so let me hit the mode, and I'm going to go back around to car, and it's 36. I want to go down to 33, so you have to go away from it. Okay, 33, I'll do 33. It's at 32, it'll turn off at 33, and then I'll let that pressure out. Then I hit the tire pump. Hold it. 32.5, 33, and it should shut off here in just a moment. There, 33.5. So it did go up a little bit. We'll see if it'll settle back down. So keep that in mind, that it working with short distances like from 32 to 33 might be short to work with. This will be a great product, I'm sure, and I want to thank you very much for watching my video.